Hi, my name is Kevin with the Heat Injector System, and we're looking at the JLG Heat Injector in Hiram, Georgia. So this is the 1.5 million BTU heat injector. We have an inlet gas pressure with a lockable gauge up here. We also have a 2 psi visual readout on this gauge, so you can see what the pressure is to the machine. If I open this, you have easy access to the gas. There's actually a filter in between this upper flange. If it ever gets clogged, there's a video on how to replace that. As the gas flows through, we actually regulate it to about 7 inches for this unit. We run through a low gas pressure switch, so if the gas ever got too low, it would actually trip that off and then it would have to be reset. As the gas proceeds, it runs through a redundant valve system where you can have a visual indicator and a proof of closure. So when this visual indicator shows red, the valves are open and it's trying to start. It tries for about 10 seconds and then it'll fault out, so we only have 10 seconds to start. It proceeds into a high gas pressure switch where if the regulator were to not function right, the high gas is a manual reset and it's set to 12 inches and you have to manually reset that if it needs to be reset. You'll actually see that there's a gauge in here where we can see the regulated gas pressure as it runs. Right now it's at 7 inches. You also have the Dma Actuator, so this is actually a new 420 milliamp actuator. You can adjust the Y min if you wanted more of a lower flame, a higher lower flame. You also, in this box, you have the upstream high temp limit. This right here, it's one that you snap on the side. There's the discharge right over here behind the blower motor. And as you see here, this is the access panel for the combustion pressure switch. And then this is the heat injector control box. So we have a heat enable. It's thermostatically controlled, so if it's calling for heat, you'll get a heat enable. This interlocks light, this will illuminate if everything is okay to pass. If you have low gas or high gas, this will shut off and it will not be illuminated. When it does try to start, I said it has 10 seconds to start. You'll either get a green or a red. If you do get a red, you can reset it either at the machine here by pressing this upper button or by pressing the restart on the control panel in the spray booth. So I'm going to close this. This will give us a heat enable. So we now have our heat enable light. It's trying to start. My valves have opened. I can see the red on the little poppet. And then now I either wait for a green or a red. Once it goes green, it starts to actually ramp up the heat to get the desired discharge temperature. For this unit, it's about 70 degrees for warming of the booth. So there you go. So we got flame on now. And then it'll run until it meets its set point, and then it will turn off the heat enable or just regulate the heat at a desired discharge temperature. So this is the heat injector control box in the gas drain vestibule at JLG in Hiram, Georgia. If you have any questions, please visit heatinjector.com for more information or give us a call at 770-529-5640. Thank you.